This right here is not the new DJI Osmo Action 6 that just came out, but here are my 6 favorite things about the Insta360 Go Ultra. First things first, I am not sponsored by Insta360. I ended up buying this camera when they first launched, and I've been using this camera as my main camera since then. With that being said, the first favorite thing about the camera is the magnetic back. In my first cinematic short film using this camera, I ended up placing the camera itself on a lot of metal surfaces that include stoplights, stop signs, electric boxes, metal poles, metal doors, including my car as well. And if you guys did see my 3 hacks video, I mentioned that you can take some gaff tape and either the magnetic pendant here or a metal washer, and you pretty much can tape that onto any surface and place the camera on it. So having a magnetic back is great and all, but what if you want to get a very unique shot, but you can't get it with a normal camera? Well, that leads me to number 2 favorite thing about the camera is the small form factor. This thing measures roughly just under about 2 inches vertically and horizontally. It is a square shape here, but with it being so small, I can place this camera into many locations that I normally can't place my phone or a normal size camera can go in. So I did make a cooking video using this camera as well, and in that video, I ended up putting the camera into a drawer where my utensils are, and the dividers inside there was making it hard for me to place my phone or a larger camera into. Also, in that cinematic short film that I made, I ended up putting this camera down below this little cabinet that I had where I normally put my shoes, and I stuck the camera all the way in the back. So having this being placed in that location was very easy, got me a cool, unique shot of my shoes. And then also in my recent thriller short film that I made, I ended up putting this camera inside of a cup that I had, which gave me a very unique perspective. This thing is also waterproof, so I did fill it up with water as well, so it made it look like a more dreamy vibe. So since it's so small, you can place this into many different locations that you normally can't place a regular camera. So with it being such a small camera, how does the audio quality sound though? Well, that leads me to the third favorite thing about this camera is that the audio quality is really good on this thing. So what I've actually noticed when vlogging and actually facing the camera, since the microphone is on the front here, the audio sounds amazing with this. There are also a couple settings for the audio as well. If you swipe down from the top here and then swipe over to the right a couple of times, you'll see on the last page, top left side, audio settings. Right now I have it set to voice enhancement mode. There is also auto wind noise reduction in the strong mode and weak mode. And then on the bottom, the last option is for the original audio. So with the voice enhancement, it's more suitable for vlogging type of scenarios. The original audio seems to be a little bit more of like a wider range of picking up audio, where I think the voice enhancement is more toned in and honed in on my voice. But also on the top right side, you'll see a settings button, and here you can actually adjust the gain for either the Bluetooth microphone to connect to or the external mic itself. Right now I have it set to plus 3 dB here, just so that it picks up a little bit more gain for my own liking. But even if I set it to 0, the quality is really good. I currently have the audio setting to capture just the normal original audio, so there is no wind reduction right now, but it is quite windy, so let me turn it on and see what the difference is. Alright, so now I have it set on auto wind reduction strong, so hopefully the audio sounds better now. There's a slight breeze going on right now, so it's not like super windy, but currently the setting is set on wind reduction strong. Now the audio setting is set to wind reduction weak, so not the strong one. Like I said, there's a slight breeze going on. I'll have to review back the footage to see how it sounds. And now I've set it to the voice enhancement mode. This is like for vlogging, so maybe it sounds better, but the wind reduction is completely off now. And this is more, I think, directional to the front microphone, which is right next to the lens here. But there is one minor issue that I have with the audio, is that if I am vlogging and talking from behind the camera, the audio isn't as crisp and isn't as good. It still picks up the audio when I'm talking from behind the camera, but sometimes it gets a little muffled or it's quieter than when speaking directly in front. So I wish there was like a microphone on the back side or on the top or something like that. This is the audio coming directly from the camera right now. I have it set on the original audio for the settings. Okay, so now I have the camera in the pod and I'm speaking directly behind the camera. And as you can probably tell, the audio quality isn't as good as when I'm talking straight into the camera. But a solution is actually using a microphone like I am using right now. I am using the Hollyland Lark 2, which is connected to my phone currently, but it does work with the camera itself. It plugs in via USB-C, or you can get a Bluetooth microphone as well and connect it to the camera. So there are a couple ways around this issue with audio. It's not like super bad or anything like that. It just gets a little bit muffled. So also in one of my previous videos about the 4 things that I hate about this camera, if I do use this microphone and connect it via USB-C to the camera, unfortunately it does not work if the camera is outside of the pod. Maybe it's just this microphone, I don't really know, but I've tried it before. Plug in the USB-C, take the camera, place it somewhere, and on the back side, it does not have the audio levels and it does not pick up the audio from the microphone. It still records from the camera itself, but the mic is not connected. It only works when the camera is in the pod. However, if you do use the Bluetooth connection, it does work when the camera is outside the pod again. Moving along to number 4 favorite thing about the Insta360 Go Ultra is actually reviewing the footage when the camera is not even in the pod. To show you what I mean, let's head back outside. So as you can see, I do have the camera mounted on the metal pole here, and I've got the footage right here. This is the live feed. And if I just swipe over from the left, you can see the last shot, and you get video playback. So definitely a very cool feature, reviewing the footage, even when the camera is not in the pod. Speaking about the LCD screen, number 5 favorite thing about the camera is the flip out screen. This is kind of how I vlog. I've got the selfie stick here, the Insta360 selfie stick, but then I also have it mounted like this. So the flip LCD screen is pretty good, so I can see myself. But just want to show you guys, this is what my current situation is, and this is my current view. It is just super helpful, super useful having a screen like this that flips out where you can see yourself. Right now, I am currently filming on my Google Pixel phone, and there is no screen on the backside where my main cameras are, so I can't actually see myself. So I kind of have to set up the shot, frame it up first, just to make sure that I'm in frame, find a spot where I am actually still in the frame. Whereas if I had a screen like this, I could be vlogging, or I could actually set it up just on a tripod and I can see myself and line up the shot properly. Now, besides the vlogging as well, it's pretty useful because actually the bottom of the camera is also magnetic. I've actually used it where I can stick this onto a metal surface and then flip the screen probably about like 90 degrees like this, where I can actually see the shot still and have it magnetized to get more of like an overhead shot facing down. And since it does flip any sort of way like this, it makes it super helpful when lining up shots. And the last favorite thing, number 6 about the Insta360 Go Ultra is the Pure Video Mode. So what is Pure Video Mode? It actually improves the image quality in lower light situations. To do this, you actually just swipe right on the mode screen. So from video mode, you can go into Pure Video Mode. There are a couple restrictions when you are in this mode though. The max resolution is 4K and the frame rate is 30 frames per second. That's the max amount. And then the aspect ratio, you can only shoot it in 16:9. So you can't change it to 4:3. And when you have it set on, in darker environments, it will brighten up the footage. Let's take a look at some test footage. As you guys can probably see, it is pretty dark. I just have one light on in my living room. It's actually by the front door, so it's kind of far away. But this is the standard video mode in 4K. And I just want to show you guys what Pure Video can do. Now I am in Pure Video mode, and just looking at the display right now, it already looks brighter. I didn't turn any other lights on again. It's the same scenario as the previous footage you guys just saw, and you can see how much more bright the footage is in this very dark setting. And as you can see, it does pretty decently in low light, which is why I do love this feature. Now there is a general setting as well where you can actually turn it on or off, where it will auto go into Pure Video mode. If you swipe down from the top, you'll see right kind of like in the middle of the screen, it says Auto Pure Video. If you turn it on or off, it will automatically change it for you. And that's if you're in regular video mode. In order for this to actually work, it does say right on the screen when you try and turn it on that it supports 16:9 and 4K 30 frames per second, disabled for action view, 45-degree, 360-degree horizon lock, and clarity zoom. So let's say you're in regular video mode and you are about to shoot some footage and it's a darker area and you just forget to change it to Pure Video mode. If you hit the record button, it will pop up a message indicating that it will switch to Pure Video mode. So at least it gives you a warning that, hey, we're changing it from regular video mode to Pure Video mode. If you're looking for a certain aesthetic and want the darker footage, make sure you don't turn on Auto Pure Video mode. So one thing I don't like about this Auto Pure Video mode is that if it does go into Pure Video mode automatically, it does not go back into regular video mode after the footage has been recorded. I typically shoot most of my stuff in the daytime and in more brighter environments, so I don't turn on the Auto Pure Video mode. Typically, I will switch over to Pure Video mode if I am looking directly to use it. Also, if it's not in the correct settings, not correct aspect ratio, and you have it set to auto on, it actually won't switch over to Pure Video mode. So for example, if I'm shooting in 4:3 on regular video mode and have Auto Pure Video mode on, it actually won't switch over in darker environments because the aspect ratio is off. So it has to be those particular settings that is in Pure Video mode before it will automatically change over. Now, it's not the best camera for dark situations, of course. It is a very small sensor, it's a small camera, but it does a really good job of brightening up the footage when I want it to. And there you have it, guys. My 6 favorite things about the Insta360 Go Ultra. Would I recommend it to you guys? Well, if you are looking for a fun, compact camera, kind of like an action camera like this, then yes, it's a great camera. If you're looking for like a vlogging camera, this is a very minimal vlogging camera and it does a great job with it as well. If you're looking for the crispiest footage, the best footage out there, I would say this is probably not going to be good for you because the footage itself is great and all, but it's not the crispiest, it's not the sharpest footage out there. It does record in 8-bit H.265 or H.264. There is no log footage, but if you want something simple and easy to use, definitely recommend this camera for sure. If you guys want more information about the Insta360 Go Ultra, I will have links down below in the description. I personally love this camera. Like I said, I've been using it for the last 3 months since this camera first launched, and I've been loving it ever since. If you guys own this camera or have any thoughts about this camera, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you guys are thinking about it. So I'm creating a playlist for you guys of all the videos I made using just the Insta360 Go Ultra. You can view it all right here. But thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!